A freeze frame!
Hello.
Operation Breakthrough.
Hello. Did you manage to, at locals, Orison, did you manage to try out Pitchy's, what's it called, Master Burner game? I gotta ask her where she got the joystick. The Cold Master Burner? What the hell is it called again? Did see it being played? Okay. I did play it a bit. I only played it for like, I want to say like 5 minutes. And it seemed like a really difficult game. Because I could not, I'm not used to Afterburner style, I'm not used to Afterburner style shmup at all, so those missiles came at me really fast and I could not react to them at all. You moved yourself to the Tuhu group for Fairy Knockout, right? I think I recall something like that, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what. Wait, hold on. What the hell am I looking at? Wait, hold on, give me a second. Close this. Close that. So when I looked up Master Burner, right? There's apparently a Master Burner official site. And this is apparently the website of DNA Softwares, who's the circle who made this game, but they're not selling this game, it seems like. It looks like you have to Gumroad. Okay, it's just the circle's website. Online Mahjong. A compilation of 5 years worth of the Toho Fantasy Mahjong series. I did play Mirage Feathers, but I don't think Mirage Feathers is enough of a... It didn't prepare me enough for the true Afterburner experience of missiles coming at you really, really fast. And I did feel some of that in Mirage Feathers, but I feel like in Master Burner, I died in like the first or second stage. I gotta go to the shrine. I'm sure if I looked it up, clearly, like I'd be able to find out where to get the game. Yeah, why don't I play this Mahjong game instead? They're the Tuhu Mahjong people, DNA Software, yeah, apparently. Toho Fantasy Mahjong 3rd generation. Toho Fantasy Mahjong 4 Internet Battle Test version. So it seems like it. Nintendo Switch Toho Fantasy Mahjong exhibited at Rei Taisai 2019. I wish the rotating maid a happy sleep. Wait, hold on a second. I was gonna get into the game, but what the heck is this? Oh god, wait, the year is 2005. Somewhere in Japan, exhibition at Comiket, Venice. I think that's a mistranslation there. A Comiket compilation of blogs from a certain otaku message board has been published and made into a movie and a TV drama, There Lived a God. Oh my god, okay. I read ahead. Okay. Whenever a god puts pen and ink to paper, the world itself is materialized. However, that god is now facing a difficult battle against a powerful enemy. This powerful enemy has defeated many gods with his power and has destroyed the worlds that God created. The enemy's name is Deadline. That's a really good. That's a good line right there. After a long battle, God was defeated by his enemies, and it seemed that the creation of a new world has been prevented. However, God used the last bit of his strength to create one hope in his mind. That's pretty good. Oh. I have a feeling this website's no longer gonna be that functional. So yeah, this is just a bunch of mini games. This mini game collections is what this is. Okay. Moedan. Do I want to click on this? Okay. It was like a tuhu. Suddenly it looks like a tuhu. Man, look at these banners. You often see these banners as like under like in the forum comment there's like they have their signature part of their post, and you can have these banners underneath if you want it. If you want to do that for whatever reason. I don't even remember why you would do that. I guess they link to other communities or whatever. You miss these? I don't know if I miss them, but I guess it made the signature. I mean, it made every person's signature pretty unique. Like I don't ever recall seeing like a everyone customized their own signature to be as unique as possible. So that part was cool. I never clicked on these banners. I think whenever I looked in the forum or whatever. Anyway, okay, let's play some Valkyrie Profile. Um, give me a moment. Went down not too crazy of a rabbit hole looking up Master Burner, but I wasn't expecting to. So DNA Softwares, I guess that's a name we have to keep track of. They made Master Burner in 2005. Bomb Marin also made this game. Oh, it's a Bomberman style game. Okay. Alright, alright. Where the heck is Valkyrie Profile? Okay. But yeah, I wonder if the Ganel Beach House still has that afterburner cabinet. You know the one I'm talking about? I haven't been to the beach house in a really long time. So I don't know if they even have that anymore. I remember they used to have Tekken 5 or 6. I don't remember if they had Tekken 5 or 6. I know they had a Tekken. That's as much as I remember. So I thought the beach house was kind of a cool arcade place. Kind of, anyway. As cool as you can get with a modern arcade, I guess. Well, I guess I say modern arcade. I guess these days, the one in Rundle Mall is pretty cool now. Even though it has, rhythm games I am not good at all. Man, that is not enough. Oh my god! Okay. I guess that's Prismatic Missile doing that.
And take this.
Where was I going? Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember the Glenelg Beach House having Afterburner, and that's the only Afterburner game I've played. I don't think I even played a game like that in Japan when I went there.
And take this.
Cool combo, but I noticed I didn't get a special attack there. That's a bit worrying.
And take this.
Well, if I miss with Valkyrie. Damn it.
And take this.
Oh crap. That did a lot, but I don't know how no one died. You skipped card games for Nibelung Velesti, but you also fell asleep. I have a feeling the falling asleep was more of a factor than wanting to watch Nibelung Velesti. Call me crazy. Okay, I need a
This power. If only I gained
maybe I should
earlier,
give
I could-
Valkyrie the sword back. But I want max damage Nibelung Velesti. Oh, so is this the way to go? Card game starts at like 6:30. Oh. Yeah, so... Oh god, wait. I want to go down here, right? That time slot does does seem like that sucks, yeah. And this is the... Usually the more... Well, I don't know about this, but do the more popular card games have a better time slot?
Mercy.
Oh my god, 2 of these guys?
And take this.
I can't get the special attack with my current setup right now. That's a double feint. I'm running from this. Oh my god. Faint again, of course. I'm just running from this, I don't care. This is just more of an annoying fight than it is worth fight. It's not worth fighting this if it's just gonna be this annoying. Grand Archive is at noon and Shadowverse is at 4. Yeah, those are... On a weekend, yeah, those time slots are fine. But then it's 6:30? That does suck. I don't need a heal. Let's go see shopping time and you don't play Shadowverse? Yeah. Oh crap, I've already been here? I really don't know where to go. have to use an Eye of Heaven? I really don't want to use that. What's the point of these triangles? Am I supposed to be able to change them? I don't think I can't get up on those. Ah, damn it. I guess I'm just gonna spend the rest of the game getting lost in this area. I guess that's not really that unusual. Nothing up there. You would think that after having played a lot of these older school RPGs, I get used to the feeling of feeling lost, but or loss, you could say, instead of lost, but it's still a terrible feeling when you don't know where to go. But I mean, the game does alleviate it a little with having access to the Eye of Heaven item, but I want to avoid using that item if I can. Okay, so downwards is... Okay, maybe let's head up first. I knew there's a guy up there. Platforming. I like to think I'm pretty good at Mega Man games, and they're all about the platforming, but something about this game is very tilting. Okay, so I've already been up here. There's like a green arrow pointing towards the foreground. There doesn't seem to be any arrow in the background. So yeah, isn't this weird? There's like a lot of those doors that lead to here, but you can't access those doors, and they don't really... Oh, there's a hidden arrow there. I can see that. So this map would normally be good, but the big problem is that it doesn't let you rotate all the way around in case the player loses its orientation. But because of that, you can't see that little tiny arrow there. You see next to the S, above the S there? There's a little arrow there that suggests I haven't been through that door. But it's really hard to see except from that angle. I think I know where to go. Maybe. I have to head back to... Okay, I think I know where to go. So I have to like move... When I get to the foreground part, I have to like get to that S and actually go downstairs and move to the right and try to find that green arrow door I haven't been through yet. Part of the reason you like Legend of Mana is just wandering around looking for side stories. As long as that's your goal, I think, right? If your goal is to complete the game, I think Legend of Mana can be a little frustrating in that regard, but the side stories are cool though, so... Oh! Ow. No damage. That's a lot of damage. I almost don't want to fight this, but I kind of have to.
And take this.
There you go. It shall be engraved upon your soul. Look at how much damage that does. I want high damage Nibilang Velesti. But I don't think I'm... I should just use the sword. I should just use the sword.
Is it over?
I need ways to get into Nibilang Velesti easier than more damage Nibilang Velesti. And like, besides, if I want a special attack with more damage, I'll just use Arngrim. It's the whole reason why I'm using Arngrim.
Ha! And take this.
Valkyrie, grant me power!
Finishing strike.
What that? Did you see that?
Round rip saber.
He whiffed on his first attack!
There, did you see my skill?
Yeah, I saw that skill alright. What? That can happen? Oh my god, that move is terrifying.
Ha! And take this.
It's gonna be way overkill, but I have to kill him. Oh my god. Look at that damage. I think Nibilang does a little bit more. It's hard to say. I don't know. It's too bad. Yeah, what this game's really missing is a total damage number. I would love to see that.
Take this.
Oh, this move is crazy. I guess I should be silencing them. I've got a silence. Wait, is that a magic spell or is that a skill? I guess while he's here. Oh wait, I can't test it because Shiho has CT.
Ha! And take this. I don't want to cause any more painful memories.
Okay. Oh, I got two Wasaio rapiers. I think I don't do the. If I equip this, I don't do the Nibilang Velesti where she chucks the spear. But hey, I do a lot of damage and I get 2 hits. And I should be using them really. Wait, what do you have? Is this even where I need to be? No, this is not where I even need to be. No. Okay. I think there's also a good difference with this game there's a good difference of being lost in this game versus getting lost in Legend of Mana. Oops. I have no idea what point I was trying to make there. I just said words. No, I just said words. I don't... Yeah. I don't think I have a point. Never mind. Because I was thinking that getting lost in this game is a bit more frustrating.
The game was interesting, but that's all.
Yeah, that's basically what I want to say. I was trying to, in my head, I was thinking getting lost in this game is more frustrating because it's part of the main story. You have to complete the dungeon. You're sort of forced to complete the dungeon to progress, and that's why I thought it's more frustrating. But Legend of Mana does that too. Right, so I haven't been here, and there's apparently some... Yeah, there's like a door here that lets me... It's like a door that's to progress, but I don't know where that door is. Oh, is this what I think the devs... Okay, you know what? Oh, well. Hold on a second. I think I know what the devs want me to do and what the design of this room is. You're supposed... You know those... It's not even pachinko. It's sort of pachinko-like, where you have to drop yourself from the top of the room and, like, hope you land on the platform that has the door. That's what this is. So I just dropped here and I screwed up. So, okay, let's reload the save. I can't believe this is part of the design of the room. They want you to do it this way. Maybe it's just as simple as dropping into the middle of those triangles. In which case it's not as bad, but... That's crazy. So drop here. Okay. Drop here. Drop here. Huh? I keep pressing that button for the menu when I mean the regular menu. Okay, well, we gotta try that again. Is this why they put the save point here? This is intentional? They wanted you to do it this way? If you screw up, you just reload the save? I can't believe it.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
I'm not sure if I would have even figured that out the last time I played this, which is on the Thursday. Andrem, what the hell are you doing? I was mashing X so much.
Divine assault. Nibalang Valesti.
Yeah, it's a crap version of Nibalang Valesti.
Has no place in this world.
Points for creativity?
The underworld awaits you.
Maybe. I guess you can technically give points for that, but maybe it's a... Maybe you should... Sometimes saying no, let's not include this section, is for the best, right? For a game, maybe?
And take this.
Ah, the launcher missed. Okay, so now there's like, so maybe... Okay, so I do the launcher with Lucian. And then I do the 2-hit combo with Valkyrie. And then I end with Armgrim doing the charge and
We
then
have no reason to remain here.
doing Lucian's third attack or second attack or whatever. Oh. Because it's not so much that that's the puzzle of the room. My issue is more how you have to, the way you have to restart it is the issue, I think. Because I don't know. I don't know if reloading a save like that should come across as natural intuition for most players. Like, if I screw up, I should be able to find a way to get back to the top really quickly rather than taking the long way around as the game suggests. But it's like they knew that was a problem, that's why they put the save point there. So it's like that's like the dev's way of telling you you should reload the save if you drop down there, but I don't think that was communicated well enough. Because that was the first time you use a save point for that particular mechanic, really, so I don't know. I don't think it's communicated well.
And take this.
Onrim! I'm pressing X! I'm pressing X so much! I gotta get Onrim in there like way earlier or something. Oh no. I don't know what Curse does.
Ha! And take this. Valkyrie, grant me power.
That was the wrong special attack.
Finishing strike. Round rip saber. My strike was too weak.
I think Curse only prevents me from using special attacks. Because Valkyrie should have done a special attack, but she didn't do it. Oh, dead already.
I don't want to cause any more painful memories.
And it doesn't feel like whenever I come across the solution to these puzzles, it kind of feels like I did figure it out, but I feel like that's only because I'm used to this sort of BS. If someone were to, like, if this were someone's first game for whatever reason, which I highly doubt it would ever be the case, but if this was someone's first game, that would be really hard to figure out. I guess I shouldn't say I doubt it, considering, well, I am that person. I am sort of the person that has sort of, I haven't really, I mean, I played it, sort of, but I have seen my brother play it before, with a bunch of other RPGs, of course, but, like, basically seeing this game was one of my first few experiences with gaming, so, you know. It's possible. Reminds me of how I was recently thinking about the problem of an open world after it's been explored already. I come to the conclusion that you have to make the act of moving around fun. Yeah, it's the same case with like Metroidvanias, right? Remember when I played Blasphemous? I did not like my time playing Blasphemous because the movement in that game was just not fun. It was really just walking to one place or another, dashing. You don't even have a double jump in that game either, so that's a problem. Whereas in Bloodstained, I know people have problems with Bloodstained, and I understand them. But even Bloodstained I found fun just simply because you could still backdash cancel. You gotta have the movement tech, yeah, exactly. Oh! Oh yeah, I already encountered this. Did I get crushed? Where did that other face come from? I knew I'd get XP if I destroyed the other face. I'm glad I came back.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
dark force. It's... Ha! And take this!
I'm getting...
It shall be
what is
a
going
feast
on?
your soul.
Sometimes I'm just locked out of using my characters. I have to like mash. I have to use Arngrim before I even want him to be used.
You still breathe?
Whatever, I'm not even gonna have you attack. Nice dodge at least.
Ha! And take this!
Oh, he's already dead.
Finishing strike.
PSX input weirdness probably? Maybe. It might have something to do with the enemy weight as well. No, it's not. That's not a thing either because sometimes the enemy's so high up in the air and I still can't get my other character to get in there. So it's not character. It's not enemy weight really. Yeah, I don't know.
Get thee hence. Oblivion awaits thee.
Oh, okay, I guess we're just fighting a whole bunch of these.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
I have to mash out my inputs.
This dark force. It's... Ha! And take this!
There you go. It shall be engraved upon your soul.
Divine assault. Nibalang Valesti.
Man, I'm so sad she doesn't do the cool version with the best sword she has.
You still breathe?
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike. Now die and be silent.
See, I can kill them in one turn if Arngrim gets in there.
Their souls have been released. We have no reason to remain here.
I think Prismatic Missile was a bad idea, a bad spell to give to... I forgot her name. Shoha? Shiho. I think it was a bad spell to give to her, but it's too late now. It's already using up one of her spell slots. Nice. Oh! That doesn't matter. Invoke Feather. They give you so many of these spell books, but they don't, You already have all these spells. If you've been diligently exploring this game, and, you know, doing your job for Odin, you have all these spells already. And there's no reason... Even on hard, there's no reason to just teach your magic casters everything that you run out of spell books.
No mercy. Take this.
I see Arngrim did not get in there.
Shall be engraved
So
upon your soul.
it must be like Lucian's third attack, just locking inputs or whatever.
Valesti. Such is your fate.
Okay.
And take this.
It can't have anything to do with the...
Wait.
Please don't freeze. Okay. Can't have anything to do with the splash thing that's coming out.
And take this.
There you go. Good old guard crushing. That's gonna be in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Well, sort of. I wonder how big of a deal Burnout is gonna be in City of the Wolves.
And take this.
Because you can only burn out after you use up all your EX moves. And only then can you get guard crushed. You can't get guard crushed out of burnout. So I don't know how useful that really is gonna be. If only this were Mario.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
There's 3 of them.
You missed.
They're using their special attacks. I think I wanna stop that. Whole reason why I taught Shiho this move.
Shield critical.
Nice. Okay, and then does that have something to do with this little wisp missing?
Divine assault.
Can't be.
Nibelang Valesti. Surely you realize
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike.
Excuse me.
I love a good fight.
This system would benefit from having FG style high and lows. Yeah, maybe. Oh, no combo counter. I think being more responsive would be a better step, I think. Would also be a good step, rather. I think taking into account the character moving to the enemy to hit them, I think that's fine to have. But have them act as soon as you press the button, no matter what the other characters are doing, because I can't use another character until the recovery of another character's move. And I think that's bad. The system conceptually, oh yeah, sure. As a like more interesting way to deal with guard breaking and enemy avoidance rather than use a magic spell or use the familiar. Because as you notice, I've started every combo with the familiar / a spell because it can't be blocked or avoided. So making that part a little bit more interesting would, that would be a good first step.
it shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault. Nibelang Valesti.
I could see the complaint that could arise from that though, in that, oh, enemies take too long to fight now. Which, I mean, it's already kind of long to begin with, so adding more mechanics might make that even longer. It's okay. It's something about Lucian's third attack that makes the game want to end the combo early. 99? Are you kidding me?
I see this foe will not fall so easily.
And take this. I don't want to cause any more painful memories.
Don't think there's any treasure chests here. Where the hell am I? I feel like I missed out on some treasure. No treasure up there. Oh my god, come on. Reflect sorcery? What? Is that an enemy? Okay, there's multiple ways to go. Okay. I froze the bird, but I still got in the fight with it. Rain blow?
You'll regret that.
That's a stupid joke I make about rain blow loads. It's an actual name. And then it's a joke I stole from Vine Source as well. It's not even my joke. Can I make that? Huh. Okay, I can totally make it. Huh? What? What is this room? Does this room have any importance at all? There's no... I guess not. Because although the game tells me if there's treasure in the room, it doesn't tell me if there's any event XP I could get. What? Oh. It's a punishment room. What? Huh? Okay, I think I did it. Okay, there's apparently one more. Or... Oh! I didn't destroy that one completely. Okay, I destroyed that face. Yeah, I don't think I got what just happened there. Can't freeze it. So does it only teleport me if I touch it? That's what happened when I tried to hit it with my sword. Come on. It's a boo! It flies towards me when I don't look at it. Oh, there's a treasure. This is so weird. Okay. Was there any more treasure in that room? No. No, it's whenever I move or whatever. I don't know. Man, I just want to jump down so bad.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
What? This dark force. It's...
Okay, let's do dampen magic, because I'm gonna assume those wizards use magic. What? It didn't work.
And take this!
Valkyrie, grant me power.
Finishing strike! Round rip saber! There, did you see my skill?
So the silence just straight up didn't work. Because those are definitely magic spells. Cool, and I can't do those spells again.
And take this!
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike. Now die and be silent.
As long as it doesn't do that AoE spell that it sometimes does, then these enemies are not that bad.
And take this!
Overkill much. That's the one.
And take this!
It really does feel like I can just mash my attacks and it will just work.
I don't want to cause any more painful memories.
Well, I got another rapier. That's pretty good. That means I don't even have to worry about them breaking at all.
My noble Einherjar.
I have so many spares at this point.
Forces are at work here.
And take this!
There you go. I just want a bunch of CT.
Shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault. Nibelang Valesti. Such is your fate.
All the CT given to Valkyrie. It's actually not... If I could assign who gets the purple orbs at a certain point, that'd be really nice.
And take this!
Did the guy get OTG launched with that third attack? Ow.
And take this!
There you go. Just want those purple orbs. And that was not even enough. Prismatic Missile is not good.
And take this!
It shall be in... What? Where's the line? She didn't even say the line.
Nibelang Valesti. You still breathe?
I grow tired.
Nothing kills my hype. Nothing kills my hype harder than Valkyrie not saying Nibelang Valesti. Or not even that part. Not even saying the whole lines for her special move.
Dead already?
She has to say it every time to make it worth using.
That was too easy. What's next?
There's no point in using it otherwise. I don't know what the vegetable seed is for. Probably some transmutating stuff. Ugh, these guys. You gonna make this guy a regular enemy?
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
No mercy.
And take this.
Just get those purple orbs.
It shall be engraved upon your soul.
There you go.
Divine assault. Nibalang Valesti. Surely you realize resist.
Valkyrie, grant me power. Finishing strike. Round rip saber. Who's next? Ha! And take this.
I grow tired of
There you go.
finishing.
This might
strike.
kill. Yeah.
Now die and be silent.
I haven't played Covenant of the Plume enough to really have a good opinion of that game. I've always played that game and never finished. I always play it for like the first few hours or whatever and just never get around to finishing that game. Covenant of the Plume is the Valkyrie Profile on the DS. Let's see if I have any... 763 capacity. Alright, just learn this. Just completely full up. Oh, not yet. Sure. Same with Lucian here. $871. I guess we'll go for damage. I was gonna say, is this platform going all the way back? There you go. I don't understand these traps. Why are they even here?
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
They kinda exist to waste your time with each treasure chest. I've never been killed by a single trap from the treasure chest. Or even have indirectly been getting a game over thanks to these treasure chests.
And take this.
Oops. Valkyrie, grant me power!
Finishing strike. Round rip saber. Who's next?
Ow.
Ha! And take this.
Damn, not enough. I can't believe they can just combo like that.
Ha! And take this. Ha! And take this.
Oh, I forgot she had a second attack. That's my fault. At least I got a feint.
Ha! And take this.
They were no match for us.
God reinforce an icicle edge. I nearly fell down there. Was there stuff I missed in that room? No. No treasure chests either. Seems to be a doorway down there though. Where the hell am I? I'm here? Let's build some scaffolding before I make that jump. Oh man. Please stop with these tracks.
Noble Einherjar.
Prismatic missile.
Ha! And take this.
Okay. Just fight them one at a time, I guess. That's all I can do.
Ha! And take this.
I grow tired of you. Finishing
Oh, it looks like
strike.
ads are playing.
Final blast. I love a good fight.
I don't think I feel any closer to beating the game, and I feel like I'm getting pretty close. Oh, I missed with Arngrim.
Ha! And take this.
I missed with Arngrim again.
I don't want to cause any more painful memories.
Triple guard reinforce. I don't think I really need that many guard reinforces. Okay, so I'm assuming the boss is next in the next room. Do that, do a save, and then I'll do something crazy. Just let me check if it's worth doing. Okay. I'm gonna go the complete other way to investigate that room that I left behind. I probably should have done it already. Like, I shouldn't have gone on the main path if I really wanted to explore like this, but I did not know that was the main path. I have to drop down here, and there's like a door here. Basilisk scale. Probably not worth it, but it's treasure. Can't say no to treasure. Okay, it seems like I have to get back up the normal way. Oh, there's another door here. Okay, 2 treasure, that's nice. So I have to get up from here. Okay, somehow I actually managed to fix it. That sucked. I wasn't expecting that enemy to already be there.
No mercy.
I have so much XP. Okay, just stand on spikes, no problem. I have so much XP from fighting other enemies, I don't even think it's worth fighting every enemy anymore. Right, boss time. I should be ready for the fight. My team certainly looks ready. Maybe not She-Hulk with the prismatic missile. That was the worst idea ever. But she's only got one slot left and I don't know if I want to give her... There might be like a really good spell that I want her to have that, you know, that I want her to learn instead. I don't know. Never say never. Answer me this. What animal walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening? Homo sapiens. I like how they didn't even give me a chance to get the wrong answer. That's pretty clever. There was no way I could have gotten that wrong. And I knew the answer to the riddle myself. It's like a really common riddle that... yeah, it's a really common riddle, but... the game just decided, we're not trusting you to solve this. Replace the gem. Wait, huh? Huh? I was supposed to get some gems? Was there more gems I should have picked up in this dungeon? Don't tell me I have to walk all the way back. Valkyrie is... Huh? Wait, I can change the orientation of the gem in the middle. Oh wait. Huh? What? What? Does the riddle have anything to do with this? What? I was supposed to get a gem from somewhere else? They don't trust me to solve an easy riddle like that, but then they're like, oh, the player will definitely solve this. Maybe it's on the other side? I don't know. Maybe it's here. But I can't leave actually. So Is this a Metabots AX softlock? I'm pressing X and nothing's happening, except it only rotates that. It seems really silly. Like, doing it this way seems so silly. This doesn't seem like the way it's supposed to... Like, you're not supposed to get back that way, right? I feel like I've explored through everything, except for that pathway there in the middle part above the S. There's like a hallway that goes up. How the hell do people complete this game in 31 hours? They must have looked up a guide. There's no other way. I think there's supposed to be another gem, and I've somehow missed that gem. There's no other clue. Okay, I guess I gotta figure out how to get out of here and then go back to that hallway I've never explored. Massive Because that did not seem right. The way to get back was a lot harder than it is to get to that spot to begin with. Gameplay design would tell you, oh, you're supposed to do something in this room and you can't leave until you figure it out or whatever. But oh no, oh my god. I should not have fell down. Like, that room is designed for you to not be able to get back, but... Might touch this thing. I can't believe you have to do that every time and it doesn't even give you a red gem. Or I assume I'm trying to get a red gem. Oh, what? That's so stupid. Okay. It's so much harder to get back than it is to go down. I don't know. Okay, so that one hallway that I bypassed, probably need to head back there, and maybe there's like an item there I need to pick up or whatever. I don't know. There was a branching pathway before I got to around this room. This is where the double face was. I think it was here. Yeah, it's here. I didn't head up here. How did I jump like that? Can't even explain it myself.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Rain below load. Get out of there. Oh my god, it was this. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. All because I took a wrong turn. All because I took a wrong turn. Ah. I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. How would you expect the player to know that was... They had to explore a little bit and find that red gem before they went on the main path? Or how did you just assume that the players just know where the main path is? Just going to this dungeon. Do you expect every player to use the Eye of Heaven? Is that what's going on? Well, at least we got the red gem. Whatever. Let's not dwell on it too much, I guess. I almost jumped into that thing. I nearly jumped into that thing as well. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. Oh, I've jumped down on accident. No, I'm not salty. Why would I be salty? There's no reason for me to be salty. There's no reason for me to be salty because the platforming in this game is so good. It's so good. It was such a good idea to design the dungeons around the platforming part of this game. It was such a good idea. We got past it, so whatever, I guess. That was a Metabot style softlock, by the way. In that the game devs expected players to, if they got stuck, just reload the save. Rather than actually try to find a way out in the game logic. So that was really stupid. Maybe don't design the game like that. It's too late now, unfortunately. To be fair, you can crawl out of your way with platforming, but it's a lot more difficult platforming than you would expect. Much of our fate is repetition. Our kingdom has been swallowed in that vortex more than any other. However, today on this spot we will rebuild our kingdom. We will restore it to the dazzling splendor of old. But do you have the luxury of the tens of thousands of citizens needed to restore those crumbling walls? How rude to speak of luxuries. The king and people work for each other. My death as king will elevate the noble souls of the citizens and guide them to paradise. And paradise is this place, Amenti. Can't you hear it? The joyful voices of the people? I hear the screams of the dead. Are you drowning in happiness? Weird grammar there with the question mark and 2 exclamation marks. The undead should be destroyed. Oh, new theme. That's nice.
Your
There's
sins
ads.
lay heavy upon you, defiler of souls. By the holy laws, you shall be obliterated.
Why does this boss get like a unique voice line from Valkyrie compared to all the other bosses we fought?
Reflect sorcery.
No, that's fine. I think. So we'll just use this.
Might reinforce.
And take this.
Get all those purple orbs. I should have counted. That's fine. Any other stuff? I'm a little worried about a special attack more than I'm worried about magic. Just use it.
Guard.
Oh, reflect sorcery. He casted it on himself. That's fine. Not a big deal.
And take this. Don't make me laugh.
I totally forgot he casted reflect sorcery. Okay, how about... I can just cast this.
Guard reinforce.
Ha! And take this!
How come Valkyrie's only doing one attack? Did she do her launch already? See, I was worried about the special attack. These FMV style special attacks are pretty cool. That's not enough to kill. It's enough to kill the spellcaster, but... Okay. So far the fight doesn't seem too bad. Oh. How come Valkyrie's only doing one attack? Did her sword break? Her sword... I think her sword broke. Oh my god, the sword broke. It wasn't even clear.
And take this!
Yeah? Excuse me, this is a bad time to take a break, but I'll go help out someone. Alright, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, this time I was just cooking food and gave me a portion. I'll eat that later, it's quite hot. Okay. So he still has Reflect Sorcery. So I think I should use... Well, I can't use any of these. I can't use her at all. I can use her for an item. Where is it? I don't have might. I don't have the crystal that increases attack damage. Alright.
Ha! And take this!
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine Assault. Nibilang Velesti. That's not even the spear one. I need to equip it with the weapons that give her the spear.
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike. Final blast.
Oh, I don't have any CT remaining to keep spamming those special attacks.
You're next.
I don't have any items that let me... Excuse me. That let me
Atone for thy sins.
bring back my CT. Not much I can do if that gets missed. If that gets dodged. If that gets missed. I don't want to use this heal, but I don't have a choice. This is exactly why I didn't want to use the heal. Yeah, good old guts. Okay, now we can do our true combos.
And take this.
Did Valkyrie's weapon break again? That weapon breaking is pretty annoying. Oh crap. Oh, it worked.
And take this.
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike.
I guess the reflex sorcery wore off. I should have used the Angrim last.
You're next.
Evil has no place in this world. These fiends.
Valkyrie, grant me power!
Finishing strike.
That does a fair amount of damage still.
Round rip saber. Who's next?
Unfortunately, the killing blow was not with Nibilang Velesti. I'm pretty ashamed about that. I have no idea what he just said, by the way.
They were no match for us.
At least Valkyrie still gets the XP even while frozen. Ring of Healing? Oh, look at all those chests. Wait, where's the Ring of Healing? Let's give it the Schweizer sword. Oh, I forgot to check the ring. Leftovers? I don't need leftovers. No, don't break that. Rishborg? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm still a loyal soldier after all. I keep... No, you're kidding me. Okay, good. Mask of the Dead King. Man, it kind of does suck getting all these artifacts that sound really cool, but you just can't use them. At least if you're playing in the way I am. I'm not sure... I feel like the intended playthrough is that you keep some of these artifacts for yourself and give some of these artifacts to Odin. But I haven't been doing that. I've just been giving all of them back. Bracelet of Basilisk. See, that sounds pretty useful as an accessory. But I can't use it. Okay. Wait, do they really expect me to walk out of here? Oh, so it was intentional for the game to make you try to walk back. They're not even gonna have the courtesy to teleport you out of here? No freaking way. Oh, okay. Why is it so difficult to get out of this place with regular platforming? Why did they make it so difficult, rather? I know why it's difficult, but... Jesus. Well, at least I beat the boss. I cleared this dungeon. So that's something to be happy about. And we reached the 31-hour mark. So now I do not believe people on how long to beat anymore. Because I think they played with a guide. To be fair, how long to beat is always meant to be used as a... not as like a direct truth of how long a game is, but just as a guesstimate, really. Now I find out that guesstimate is totally wrong. So, you know, that's just how it works. No. Okay. I'm already feeling kind of sick of this dungeon. I think it's mostly to do with how long I've spent in here and how large this dungeon is. Does the dungeon have to be this large? It really didn't have to be.
I like girls, but now
It's about justice.
My name is Ko, and I'm beating down evil.
That's basically the story to this game. I think I would not be feeling as morose. I don't think that's the right word. I wouldn't be feeling as bad if this were a shorter dungeon, but with all the platforming stuff and all that. But yeah, if it was shorter and there wasn't a way to like miss out on a key item until you get to the final part of the puzzle in which you realize you needed that item. That key item was just along the way a lot better, like a lot better placed in the way, then I wouldn't feel like this dungeon sucked. I cannot believe they make you run all the way back. That is crazy. this the way to go? I think I'm on the right path. Yes, I believe I am. I have to wonder then, like, if I'm gonna be playing these PS1 RPGs, any more of these games, am I just gonna have to play it with a guide permanently up or something? It's because it's not like I'm opposed to that idea, it's just I would prefer not to. And then, but if I do that, I don't know. I don't think. Oh, please! Oh my. The only way to get out of this place is to through here. Cause then I have to go up and then I go to the left to go through that green arrow there. And then I head down all the way to the E. Cause that's how I exit. This is so stupid. Who the hell designed this dungeon? This might be the worst dungeon in terms of aesthetic and its design. Are you kidding me? Ah. I'm touching the flame. And that was perfectly timed so that I could not jump on that platform there until the flames ran out. If the flames ran out, then the platform would go down. What the hell is this? I gotta say, I'm feeling frustrated enough that I think my opinion of this game is actually lessening now. It's that bad. And I like this game. Okay, maybe if I reset it, it'll be fine. Okay. Maybe don't crouch. Maybe crouching gives me a wider hitbox like in fighting games. Okay. Do I have to hit up again? No, I don't. I got through it. That's all that matters. It really is all that matters. I could not have imagined trying to get through this even as a kid. Because this is like a... It's like it feels impossible to make these jumps and these timings. And at a certain timing with the flames, it actually does feel like it's impossible. So it's like... I don't know, it's a... if I were to actually play through this whole game as a kid, I would probably have never finished it. Either that, or I would have very quickly. This is not the sort of thing that a guide can fix. Knowing where to go doesn't necessarily make this any easier. This dungeon just gave me flashbacks of the really stupid jump puzzle in Final Fantasy 15 in the endgame, where the reward wasn't even worth it in that dungeon, and the platforming in that game is really bad. This dungeon right here was just the FF15 jump puzzle. Alright, at least we got through it. So I don't have to think about that dungeon anymore. Alright, our HP is doing fine. I'm not even exactly sure why I keep going to these Cape of Oblivions. Sometimes they have treasure, but sometimes they don't. And at this point, I don't know what kind of... There has to be an artifact for me to make me wanna keep going to these places. Oh, there's a treasure. At least there's some treasure. Holy crap. That was so not worth it. What? That did not seem natural, the way I scaled that wall. Not worth it. Kinda worth it. Okay, I guess the element scepter's alright because I can turn that into a tome of alchemy, but that was the only worthwhile item here. Is it gonna one-shot me?
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, it's just a Mandragora.
No mercy.
It's fine. I can deal with it.
And take this.
Oh, I don't have enough CT. That's fine.
It
Latina!
cannot be.
Valkyrie!
Why are you using healing items? Valkyrie.
Invoke feather.
And use an actual revive, please. I think I can kill this enemy. I just gotta land one good combo.
And take this.
They grow tired.
Excuse me.
Finishing strike. Final blast. Dead already?
only I had gained it earlier, I could have...
I'm gonna walk right into the enemy. Oh, okay. Managed to freeze it. I knew that I was gonna spawn back out with right next to an enemy, so I just mashed the ice button. I don't think there's any new party members I can get. Do I have to... I still have to send people to Asgard. Nothing! I can group around now. Okay, now I have to figure out who I want to transfer. Gray? I kind of want to transfer out Gray. Yeah. Yeah. Level 25, so probably not worth it. Probably. I'm definitely not sending away Lucian. I can send him if I wanted to. Norenta? Maybe. That'd be nice to keep Lysaria. Shiho I don't really want to send away. Suo neither him. So Lorenta has to go. The only problem is Mestina has some crappy slots used up. If I could send away Mestina, let's see. Yeah. So I guess I'm sending away Lorenta. That's fine, I can just not use Mestina, it's fine. I don't think the traits matter. Yeah. Oh wait, I need to check what she has on her first. Nothing. Let's give her like a crappy weapon. Yeah, this. And that, I guess? I don't really know what the uses of these items are. And flame bandana, whatever. Okay. Alright. That should be it. Do I have to go visit another dungeon to find those crystallized women? I'm not sure. Still nothing. I don't know if there's any... I have to look up a guide, really, to find out any secret weapons at this point. I'm just checking if there's anything in here. I don't think so. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure on where to go. Wasn't there like a castle? There was like a castle around here that had like a woman in a crystal. Yeah, this one. Okay. I wonder if I should have come to this area a lot later so that when I get the opportunity to fight this boss, I actually would have a chance. I wonder if that was intentional. So up here. No. I guess we just have to come back later. It really does feel like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff now. I guess that's a Tri-Ace game for you. At least an old Tri-Ace game. I don't know if they still do this hidden stuff nowadays. Even though I like Star Ocean 1 and did they make Fantasia? Yeah, they did. Even though I like those games. I guess I go here. I'm just checking for secret weapons. That's all I'm doing here. It's probably not even any... There's probably nothing even like that here. Oh, I keep pressing start. I have to keep it in my head. Triangle is the menu. Time for a rest. Complete recovery. Now we can just goof around. Have I been here already? Flensburg? Oh yeah, I kind of already have. I haven't visited Artolia in a while. Surely there's some secret here. Sorry, I'm just currently eating some noodles at the moment. Anything in this restaurant? I'd be surprised if there's a secret weapon here. Nope. Nope, nothing here. Obviously I can't get some of these secret weapons now since I've transferred some of my characters to Asgard. Looks like ads are playing. Okay, I'll visit 2 more towns. No, I don't want to go there. I guess I'll go here. I don't think there's anything here actually. Yeah, I keep coming back to this place, but there's really nothing. Alright. I press start. The problem with me, the reason why I press start is that I want to go into the regular menu and then press start there so that I can rest for a period. But I preemptively press start every time. Alright. How's the war effort going?
It has been a long time, Lenneth. Our current situation is as follows.
I don't think the game is going to end after chapter 8 either. There's going to be like one more dungeon after it.
Our current situation, our forces are routing the enemy. If things continue, do you wish to know the status of our unheralded?
Not really. I don't really want to go through all this. I'll look over the people I've just sent over though.
Do you wish to know her?
Conversation with Aesir? I cannot agree with what you say, it is madness. That is what I should say. You have no idea what you speak of. Describing atmosphere and cabin arguments over differences of opinion on tactics, no one is giving any ground and everyone is tense. What is it? What? I do not mind a healthy argument, but it's not good to be pig-headed. It's good that all of you have your own opinions, but we should also respect the opinions of others. Obstinacy is never a good thing. Let's combine our strengths and find the best plan. Okay. I'm sure that goes over well generally.
Do you wish to know the status of our?
And then Gray is who I sent over.
Wish to know his...
Look at that! Plus 93 hero value.
Do you wish to know the status of our... Lenneth, about your... It is magnificent.
Yeah, you bet it is.
These are all the materialized points I can grant you at this time.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
The Lord Odin is pleased with you. He bids me give you these artifacts.
Ether Scepter, Sacred Javelin, Ama no Murakumo Blade. None of those are real artifacts, by the way. I think maybe the Ama no Murakumo.
Lenneth, I have a request to make of you. The time has come for us to attack Jotunheim itself.
Dude, I've already sent over so many people.
We need at least one warrior who can cause great damage. We need someone who can issue battle commands. Send us a
Okay, yeah, everything.
Cowards are useless to us. Only the bravest may fight for Odin.
Okay, I can send over
Very
Suo
well.
if I need to.
know that you can do it.
So, yeah, there's definitely going to be one more chapter after this. Not one more chapter, but like one more dungeon. It'd be really strange if the game ended immediately after all the periods have been used up. Let's make a few spectacles. Oh yeah, let's make some of these potions. Yeah, this Might Potion is pretty good. Alright. Any new weapons? Oh, there is. Sword which carries tremendous power when in the presence of Valkyrie. Oh! You bet I'm making that. I don't even not even gonna look at the rest. Bahamut Tear. Wow, this is so expensive. I got the Amano Murakumo. Max damage, Nibelung Velesti with the spear. I'm excited now. I guess these swords are fine. Oh, there's more armor I should have made instead of immediately making the Valkyrie. Immediately making the Valkyrie sword. Get that, I guess. Yeah, I'm out of MP already. Yes. No, I need a. No, don't do that. I need to transfer some of these. I need to sell some of these items. Golden egg? Oh, yeah, don't transfer that. Yeah, let's transfer over some of our spells. I really should have done this earlier. Especially this? Holy... Yeah. Yeah, we got so much MP now. Let's see if I can transmutate them into anything good. I may have already gotten all the skills I want. Union Plume, no. Earring of Healing, no. No. Okay. We've got a lot of MP now. What did I make to... Oh yeah, I made the garb. Give you that. And now I've got to make a lot of the other pieces of armor. I don't need any accessories, fortunately. Yeah, make that, I guess. Make 2 of these. God, make 2 of these. It's so expensive. It's so expensive. First of all, of course, I gotta give her the Valkyrie sword. Of course. Yep. And then you got that. Wait. Oh, the mithril plate was better. Okay, give you that. Okay, so I need to make 1 more glove and like 3 pairs of boots. Alright. I can make that work. I got a lot of spells I can spend. I can convert to MP. Yeah, 5,000 just like that. Okay, we don't need the armor anymore. Did I make this? No, I haven't. Okay, make 1 of this. Make 1 of this. Oh wait, that might have been a waste. Three of these. Yeah, I knew it. The Sylphan robe is better. Oh well. Not a big deal. Okay. Strangely enough, I don't want to make Arngrim a new sword because the sword he has is fine. The other two-handed sword is this one, and technically that has a higher attack rating than his current one, but it doesn't increase special attack damage. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we've got the Schweizer sword. That'd be nice to equip on him. Okay. Don't tell me there's more people to recruit. Probably is. They still... It's crazy that they can still give you party members at this late in this game anyway. Palace of the Dragon. They send you to a dungeon first. We'll do that later. Is there no party member I can use? That's kind of crazy. Just all dungeons at this point. Let's do one of them at least. Oh, I forgot. I have to... Valkyrie has a stupid slide. Gotta do that first. Within this holy palace lies one of the 4 jewels which stabilizes the world, the Dragon Orb. But of late, the usual emanations from Dragon Orb have not been felt in the shrine. What does this portend? Oh, the music! Motoi Sakuraba doing his work, as usual. Is this dungeon also going to be huge? The tower? Tarot all of a sudden? A crystal containing the power of the stars and transcends the power of space and opens a path to a new place. There's something behind the picture. Found the full moon stone. Okay. Man, Motoi Sakuraba cooking as usual. He's really cooking with this song. Looks like a stone could fit in the frame as a whole. Okay.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Alright, let's see how awesome Valkyrie is now. Arngam, get in there! Oh my god, I'm pressing X! I couldn't even see how awesome the Valkyrie is. I'm gonna find out next turn. Whatever.
It shall be engraved upon your soul.
You bet it will.
Divine assault. Nibalang Valek.
She doesn't do the...
Return from whence you came.
She doesn't do the... The one with the spear?
Did you think you could defeat me?
Do I have it equipped with the sword? I must have, right? Yeah, it's there. Valkyrie Favor. So maybe it's like... It's a sword that... other characters can use and they benefit from it more than Valkyrie herself benefits from it? I don't know. I wonder if you can make more than one. Well, I certainly can't. Not with the amount of MP I have.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
What? This dark force. It's... And take this.
There we go.
It
Shall be engraved upon your soul.
Divine assault. Nibalang Valesti.
I do have to wonder what procs the...
Such is your fate.
this what procs Valkyrie to use the spear Nibalang Velesti. Is it really just weapon type?
Friends, are you alright?
Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of skills. I think I'm just gonna be staying at 999 capacity for Valkyrie. Andrea, no idea. Learn that, I guess. Lucian, definitely no idea, since you've learned everything. Oh wait, no you haven't. Okay. Eye of Heaven. I am very tempted to just use that so that I don't have the issue of being lost anymore. Because they give you an Eye of Heaven each dungeon. Okay. That was a lot of whiffs just to hit one enemy.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
What? This dark force.
They count as being in front? Okay.
Ha! And take this.
That was a sick combo. Damn it.
Ha! And take this.
Okay. Man, it's so nice to have the slide first.
You missed.
And take this.
Oh, that is such a sick looking combo.
On your soul. Divine assault.
Having Lucian do his third attack at the same time Valkyrie doing her third attack. Oh, that is good.
Is it over?
wonder
I just
all
wish
about
she
the
did the
past
other Nibelung Valesti version. That'd be the only thing that would make that even better.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
What? This dark force. It's ha! And take this.
Whatever. That did not work out the way I wanted it to, but it's fine.
Guard reinforced.
I wonder how much damage I would have taken if I didn't guard reinforce there.
And take this.
Man, just landing the combo like that as the enemy's coming down and Valkyrie using that third attack at the same time, that's so cool.
Don't make me laugh. Ha! And take this.
Okay, I kind of screwed it up there, but it's
I
fine.
grow tired of you. Finishing strike. Ha! Dead already?
I hope this dungeon is not too long.
They were no match for us.
What's this Damascus sword I keep picking up? Not even that good. What the heck's the point? Oh, there's a treasure. Judging from the last dungeon, I bet this dungeon is going to be just as long and just as frustrating.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Dark forces are at work here.
And take this.
No blue gems from that. Just only a couple.
Dampen magic.
This game is like one of those games where status debuffs just don't work. I feel like that should just always work, but what do I know? I guess I can use the familiar every time now.
Ha! And take this!
There you go, just one whack. That's all I need. Don't even need to charge it. If they were to port this game, I would want them to have some sort of speed up function, but for RPGs they've been re-releasing nowadays, they've always included that feature, so not much of a... I feel like they've been putting out in every RPG release nowadays, which is a good thing, because yeah, these games do tend to be a little slow. Especially with these auto item procs. I wonder how much time I've been wasting every time I've used an auto item proc.
And take this!
I fight for truth, but now I will also fight for myself.
Okay. I wonder if I should even fight these enemies anymore. Oh, what the heck? I'm glad I didn't move any further. You're looking forward to the cheese and quality of life included with the FF Pixel remasters. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Sandy. All that stuff is really nice. When I played the Final Fantasy V Pixel remaster, I definitely appreciated all the fast forward stuff. I didn't use any of the cheats because I wanted my first playthrough to be as sort of pure as possible. Well, considering using the Pixel remaster anyway. But yeah, that stuff is really convenient, especially with some of those games where you reach the end game / post game stuff and you just want to get XP as quickly as possible. That sort of stuff is really nice to have. Okay, do this.
And take this!
That was a really big whiff.
It shall be engraved upon your soul.
Yep, welcome to the stream. I caught one of your streams, but I wasn't, I didn't chat in it or anything like that.
See this foe. Evil has no place in this
I caught you playing Insane Aquarium. Insane Aquarium is one of my favorite games.
Why won't this
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike.
I won't say of all time, but I played that game religiously as a child for whatever reason. I love that game. Just the act of clicking on the screen to interact with your fish, with your imaginary fish, was just a lot of fun to me. I think mainly because I was never allowed to have a pet as a kid. I think that's part of it. Wheel of Fortune. Excuse me. Yeah? That. There's something behind the picture you found in Eclipse though. Did it have a riddle? No. Faces the rear. Faces the front. Faces the left. Faces the right. Is that in any way relevant right now? I hope not. Because then that means I have to do some thinking. And I don't want to think, I just want to play my RPG. I would say coming from Xenogears to this is kind of... It's sort of refreshing, because Xenogears was very heavy on story and cutscenes. Whereas this game, there's a little bit of that, but not nearly as much as Xenogears. I would say there's a little less bit. There's a bit less of a story compared to other RPGs as well, honestly. I did want to check one thing here with the divine items, but I don't remember what it was. Was it just to check the cost? Yeah, it was just to check the cost of the sword, and I can only have one of that sword, unfortunately. No, there wasn't anything here. I don't remember why I wanted to check that divine item menu. You want to specifically play through mainline Final Fantasy on Switch? You're willing to use include cheats to help smooth the experience if needed. With the Pixel Remaster, they have already... With the Pixel Remaster, they have already done some balance changes, so... Other than the speed cheat, which the speed cheat's really nice to have to begin with, you might not need the XP cheats and whatever, but I couldn't say for sure considering I've only played the FF5 Pixel Remaster. Might as well, otherwise you play the versions you already have. That's also, yeah, that's also a good point. I think there's something about how they've already rebalanced. Oh my god. The boss enemies always jump scare me. Yeah, they've already done rebalances, especially with FF5. They've fixed some bugs and rebalanced some of the weapons. I think, what was it called? The Chocobo Knife? There's like an item called the Chocobo Knife in FF5 where it increases in power the more you run away from fights. And apparently there was like a bug that allows it to have no limit on the weapon. So that stuff obviously got balanced for the Pixel Remaster. Bro, why? Something weird's happening every time I want Arngrim to attack. Not to say if you want to turn on the XP, not to say that you shouldn't turn on the XP cheats or whatever. Sometimes that stuff is really nice to have even in the main game. FF4, it comes to mind, that sort of thing comes to mind of FF4. The last dungeon in FF4 is known for being pretty hard. I would not blame somebody using an XP cheat to get through that. Because that dungeon is brutal. And it's more so hard in the way where there's no checkpoints. So in the Pixel Remaster, I'm sure they would have fixed that already. There's like checkpoints in the last dungeon. But in the original version, and I think even in the DS remake, there's no checkpoints in the final dungeon. You have to get through it all in one go. I think you can suspend data at least, but yeah, that dungeon's pretty brutal. But Final Fantasy is generally not like that to begin with, so it's only with FF3 and FF4 where that's an issue. FF2, I played the PSP version of FF2, so I couldn't say for sure what that is like originally. Oh, what the hell? Okay, I got lucky. I can see myself using cheats for a difficulty spike final dungeon. I imagine already be fighting burnout by then. Yeah. Yeah, the final dungeon wouldn't be so bad if it was not a spike, but it is quite literally a difficulty spike. The world! When's time gonna stop? No, that never happens. Yeah, the problem with the final dungeon is that it is a big spike compared to everything else in the game. So it really catches you off guard. Like, yeah, you obviously you can strategize around it, and you know, you can figure out all these tactics you can do, and I found the game fun that way, but it's definitely comes out of nowhere. And if you're used to just like doing regular attacks, I think the Eclipse Stone is what I haven't used. If you're used to like the Final Fantasy formula, well, I say Final Fantasy formula, but usually how people play Final Fantasies is that they just go over level themselves, and they don't. This is not to say every Final Fantasy player does this, by the way. I'm just generalizing heavily, but a lot of Final Fantasy players usually get through challenges by over leveling. And while you can get through the FF4 final dungeon by over leveling, it's not by a lot. What point am I trying to make here? Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. It's completely possible to beat FF4 with the level you may be at when you reach that dungeon, but it is certainly annoying, and you're definitely gonna wipe. There's mini bosses in that dungeon that you're definitely gonna wipe to the first time you see them, and that's gonna frustrate the hell out of you because, again, no checkpoint in the middle of the dungeon, so you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon. Or you could do it. I mean, your checkpoint is actually, once you get far enough into the dungeon, you actually leave the dungeon the way you came in, and then you save, and then you go back in. That's your checkpoint. That's your way. That's your method of a checkpoint. Which I guess that's somewhat tolerable, but it's a huge time sink if you do it that way. FF4 isn't exactly a pushover of a game either. If memory serves, not a particularly difficult game, but not exactly easy. Yeah, that's generally true. I mean, I think people mention like the sandworms in FF4 as well. That's an early game that can catch people off guard and will kill people. That was a really bad combo, but whatever. It's one of 2 FF games you put significant time into, and it's been years since then. Did you play when I say one of the originals, I mean the vanilla version. Did you play the vanilla version or the DS remake? Because I need to get around to playing the DS remake again. Oh crap, don't break that. Okay. You guess 3? Wait, you guess 3, what, 3 years? You played the PS1 version actually. Okay. Yeah, I know there's like a lot of ports. There's like port shenanigans, so that's why I said vanilla experience or whatever, but you knew what I mean. I didn't want to get too involved into what port you played, because I don't think that matters too much. Oh, 3 FF titles, okay. 1, 4, and 8? Is that 8? Wow, you played 8. Did you enjoy your time with 8? I guess that's all that matters. I would say I didn't. But a lot of people know that now. You did? Okay, that's good. I mean, the combat to FF8, well, not so much the combat, but the way you can build your characters to be OP is pretty fun.
Who's next?
That part of the game is pretty good. Triple Triad is also good, but, you know, that goes without saying. Eight is the first one you tried to play through. You made it halfway before losing interest? Ah. Well, I'm not too surprised at that.
And take this.
I don't know why Arngrim didn't get in when I pressed this button. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, you've already played my favorite one, 4. Well, I guess one could argue X is my favorite as well, but 4 is generally good.
Match for us.
That's the Final Fantasy I tend to recommend to people. Not 7, 8, or 9, even though that's the more popular Final Fantasies. You finished this 2 and just never put in disc 3, only got halfway through 4 as well, I think? Okay. That's fine.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Play the Final Fantasy, finish the Final Fantasy game you enjoy the most. Because there's a lot of them. Like going through a marathon of all the Final Fantasy games, that would be, you would burn out so easily. Arngrim did not get in there. Can't be sure. You can't be sure about that one, okay. 4 and 8 are the ones you got furthest in. So you only like briefly played 1. I played 1 sometime last year as well as 2 on the PSP port. And yeah, they're alright games. They're of their time, so. I wasn't really expecting like, oh, I'm super modern RPG experience when I played them. So I just thought they were fine. Even like all the annoyances I have with it is just, they're all chalked up to how old the game is generally, so I didn't really mind it. Oh, I thought I killed the guy. I can morbidly recommend X. I know when X was launched, people really didn't like that game. There were some people who didn't like that game anyway, or were really vocal about it on internet forums. But I do generally think it's a good game. Just probably temper your expectations to the characters, maybe. To some of the characters, anyway. I do like Titus as a whole, and I do like the characters in X a lot. So I don't know. I guess people just didn't vibe with them at all. FF1 is the one you pick up to play for an hour or so of JRPG mechanics the most, easy to get into and kill some monsters. Yeah. Yeah, if that's what you're looking for, yeah, FF1 is good for that. I just played it just to have the experience of having finished the game. That's the only reason why I played FF1. Haven't made it far is probably the one you put the most time into. Yeah, because like the way the class, you could just like make you can make a party of like 4 white mages if you want. Just like the having to choose, like being able to select what job you want to have your party be before you even start the game is part of that helps its replayability a lot.
Valkyrie, grant me power. Finishing strike. Round rip saber.
But as I say that, I probably would not with what my preferences are or tastes nowadays, I probably would never go back to FF1 or 2. I think it has something to do with the mindset I had when I did play those games, where I was just playing them just to finish them, and that's generally not a good way to play a game. But even with that mindset, I thought they were fine games. Even I thought FF2 was... People say FF2 was like the worst one, and yeah, it's not great, but I thought it was fine.
shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine Assault.
You also have it on the most platforms. You have it on NES, PS1, PC. So when you say PC,
You have no
that's
hope
the
of
Pixel
survival.
remaster, right? And the Switch copy is the Pixel remaster as well. Yeah, it's... I do fully admit,
Get
FF1,
thee hence. Oblivion
I can
awaits.
understand how it tickles the brain and wanting to replay it because of the start of it. Just, oh, I just have all monks, or just have all thieves if you want. The two Pixel yeah. Not that I should have asked that question, considering there isn't a PC port of FF1 to begin with that isn't the Pixel remaster, so whatever. Statue of Man, but you can turn it. Oh my god, I had to remember that. I had to remember the... Is it this way? I really do not remember the orientation of the statues. Was it this one facing back? Oh, that was it. Just try and error it. Which one is this? Oh, that's the Emperor. Crescent Moon. Once you get the remasters for Switch, all you need is 9 on it, and then you have all the mainline games you want to play on Switch. So all the mainline games on the Switch, that would include 1 to 10, and then 10 to... Oh wait, do you have 10, or do you have all the way up to 9? So I'm just... You're saying all the mainline games, so I'm assuming it's 10, 10 to, and then you've got 12, the Zodiac Age. 13 is not on the Switch. 14 definitely isn't. The Pocket Edition of Final Fantasy 15 is on the Switch. I think Oricillin has that, actually. I'm not sure if that counts. I don't think there is even... The regular version of Final Fantasy 15 is not even on the Switch. It's just the Pocket Edition. Firestorm. If I may make a small recommendation. Missing 9, ending at 12. Okay, yeah. I figured it'd be at 12, yeah. If I may make a small... Oh, I guess... Okay, just mainline Final Fantasies. I was gonna recommend a spin-off. I'll recommend it anyway in case you're interested, but... you don't have to play it. It's called... okay, the full title is hard to say. Because I don't remember the order of the words. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody. And that's every... When it's everybody, it's B-U-D-D-Y. Let me see if I can get the full title. Yeah, it is. It's Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody. There's a port of it on the... say a port. There's a... It's on the Switch right now, and it's just a mystery dungeon game. It's a roguelike. It's a tradition... it's a mystery dungeon chocobo game. That's more of a traditional roguelike experience. You love it already? Yeah, the name is pretty good.
It shall be engraved upon your
Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody. The main... The main game. Oh yeah, I was saying I've played Pocket 15. Yeah, on your Switch. I remember.
Is it over?
The main mechanic of everybody, if I can remember correctly, is your chocobo can be all these different types of jobs, and you can enter the dungeons as them. I don't think you can change jobs in the middle of a dungeon. You maybe, I don't remember. But all these jobs will have different skills that allow you to traverse the dungeon in different ways, and of course items are important as well, and as is the case in all mystery dungeon games. And the post-game dungeons are pretty difficult, and they're fun. Well, they're fun when you think about them after you've experienced them. They're not fun as you play them because they're pretty difficult. But the Omega, when you fight Omega as the post-game boss in Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, everybody, that when you get to that point in the game and you feel strong enough to fight him with all your items, it's a lot of fun. If you can get one on Switch, that's even better. Yeah, and
No mercy.
the reason why I recommended this spin-off is because this game has remixes of well, not all the tracks, but the tracks in the game are remixes of all the other tracks in other Final Fantasy games. So it might be interesting after you've played the mainline games if you can recognize certain tracks or whatever. And they're all remixes as well. Like, for example, for the longest time, I just knew the Man with the Machine Gun track, which is in FF8, as Mark Hero X's theme, because there's a character in Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon called Mark Hero X, and his theme is Man with the Machine Gun. So that's a lot of fun. And it's a remix as well, so it's not exactly the same as Man with the Machine Gun. So on a musical front, I think that game is worth playing. Just listening to all these different remixes. I'm just surprised it's not even a rhythm game with all the remixes it has.
You have no hope of survival.
But yeah, that's the one spin-off I would recommend. Again, you don't have to play it. Because getting into it might be... The game is pretty difficult, and it's difficult in a way where... I mean, it is RNG. The nature of a Mystery Dungeon game is to deal with the RNG. And the way they make you have to deal with the items in the dungeon, or deal with the RNG, or make you have to engage with the RNG, is that you can't overlevel. Well, you can overlevel, and when I say overleveling, I'm meaning upgrading your weapons to have a huge amount of damage or whatever. At a certain point, there's diminishing returns, and you'll be forced to engage with the game using the items that it gives you. You can't simply outdamage enemies in that game, which may be a good thing or maybe a bad thing. I can't really say either way, because while yes, I would prefer the game to be hard generally, right? And I think it's fine for it to be that hard. I just wish it was kind of signposted like that in the beginning, because like when you first play the game, it makes you think, oh, the levels are pretty important, and what level your job class is important, so that you have all these skills to traverse the dungeon. But really, it's about the items. But maybe I only have that opinion after I played the end game, or rather the post-game stuff. Because the post-game stuff, you definitely cannot out-level those enemies. you have to use items in a clever way. Man, I would have like full capacity the whole time. There's a Chocobo Dungeon board game. I think I've heard of that vaguely, but I don't think I've ever looked into it though. That sounds interesting. There's a lot of things that I'm surprised have board games, I think. XCOM has a board game, which is pretty fun. And the design of the board game of XCOM is really fun too. Where, like, say that you have like a group of 4 people, I'm trying to remember the rules. Each person will have like a designated role that they have in XCOM. One will be like the treasurer, one will be the battle tactics guy, whatever. And each person will have like a time limit to perform their actions when it's their turn. To give off the feeling there's like the whole game is tense, and then you're dealing with pressure to deal with these aliens, and then you're like trying to spread out all these resources so that your other players will have the resources to fight these aliens or whatever. It's a unique, I'd say it's a pretty unique experience in a board game, how you have to deal with like a time limit and pressure. Because that's not really a thing board games tend to do. So XCOM's one. Dark Souls has a board game as well, surprisingly. Slay the Spire has a board game, for whatever reason. Why am I in this menu? I wanted to go into the map. Okay, so I have all these stones now. You really want to get more board games, or you don't get many opportunities to play them? Yeah. Sort of me too. My favorite board game is Root at the moment, but I don't get many opportunities to play Root, unfortunately. So that sucks. But you know, that's probably my favorite one. You did back 2 on Kickstarter not too long ago though. Oh yeah. I did have a friend that did kickstart some miniatures, some board game that had miniatures. That's like one of the reasons why they backed it. So I haven't used the Crescent and the Dark Spot one, so I'll just use the Crescent first. Painting? The Fool. The Chariot. The World. You know what? I'm not playing these guys. Wheel of Fortune. The Hangman. The Emperor. Man, this makes me want to play the Tarot archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. Death. Which one is the one that's even 1% used, and even that's not even used at all? Was it just the World? Was it just the World Arcana in Yu-Gi-Oh?
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Anyway, yeah, there's a surprising amount of games that have board games. You wouldn't think it, but yeah. And the Chocobo board game is clearly one of them.
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault. Nibelang Velesti.
Board games seem to be the most cost-effective means of acquiring minis, shy of printing them yourself. Seems that way, yeah. Like, I was heavily considering just getting the Dark Souls board game, not because of the game itself, but because you can get like the Black Knight miniatures. You can get the Taurus Demon miniature as well. Let me just check those. Like, the miniatures you get with the board game look amazing.
They were no match for us.
No. Dark Souls a board game 2017. I'm trying to get an image of the miniatures. Oh yeah, there's a miniature of Ornstein and Smo. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. For whatever reason, I'm thinking of Taurus Demon. Yeah, I want my own on-scene and smoke miniature. But you can't get that by itself, you have to get the board game. It is kind of a shame, unfortunately, that you have to get the board game to get the miniatures. But I guess that's an issue only I have. I think I've explored this place fully. Yes. So, Dark Spot and Dark Path I haven't gotten yet. Now I'm really curious as to what that Chocobo board game is. Maybe I should look that up later. If that has miniatures, that'd be really cool. At this point, I rate board games based on if they have miniatures. Even though Root doesn't even have miniatures. Why am I fighting these guys? These guys are not worth fighting. The Arngrim's backfist can't even hit these guys. Holy crap, I've been playing for 3 hours already? Time flies. That. Man. I hate fighting these slime type enemies. There you go.
The torment has finally ended.
I'll wait till the ads before I talk a bit more. Rigid Damsel, I already have that. Is that it? That's it to this place? Oh no, there's a green arrow. Here? Wait, what? What? Apparently there's a way back here, but I can't find where that is because there's a green arrow there suggesting that there's a pathway. Is this something like I have to kill all the enemies on the screen? Considering that companies like Games Workshop be charging $60 for miniatures, you'd rather buy $60 board game with a dozen minis, or even 3 for that matter?
Dark forces are at work here.
Yeah, I mean that's why I got into the Gunpla hobby, because the models there are a lot cheaper than anything Games Workshop has. Yeah, although I think here in Australia board games tend to be expensive, at least the ones with minis anyway. But yeah, I totally understand what you mean. I would rather get a board game as well.
I wonder if I'll ever get to pass this earring on.
And not even to play the game. Not even to play the board game, which is kind of crazy to think about. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think I'm supposed to. I don't think I'm supposed to be here right now. There's nothing I can interact with. I don't own a 3D printer to make miniatures myself, unfortunately. I would love to at some point, but Dark Path, I think. Board games with minis are expensive. Just saying it's more cost effective than buying just the minis. Yeah, because you get the game with it, is what you're trying to say. Yeah, I understand. Although, well, with Games Workshop, you also have to buy the book that tells you how to play the units as well. Yeah, that's pretty scummy. Youngest first, except for fools. There's a lot of memorization required in this dungeon, and I haven't been paying full attention. Nice miss there, Arngrim.
I grow tired of you.
But yeah, there's a bunch of other cool board games. Like I would like to play. What's it called? Twilight Imperium? No, that's not it.
I love a good fight.
What's it called? What's it called?
Was too easy. What's
Oh, it's called Twilight Struggle. Twilight Struggle just seems like it's a cool game. Scythe as well seems like it's cool as well. But yeah, I've just not had the time or haven't really looked for communities to play them with is the more accurate term, I guess. I'm sure if I looked, if I actively looked for a community to play board games with, I could find them, but not had the time to. Especially when so much of my hobby time is not board game related.
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault.
Here's a hot take, by the way. I think social deception games are they're not fun board games, if I can be honest. They are certainly the quickest to understand, and you can easily get a group of casuals, or normies as I call them, to play social deception games. But I don't know, I don't find them much fun at all. Whether I'm a good liar or a bad liar or whatever is the case, whether you're good at the game, it doesn't matter. I don't find it fun regardless. It doesn't feel like I'm working towards something every time I lie to somebody or whatever. Oh, that's where the fool is. Oh my god. Okay, time to memorize. Here, I think. The chariot is 7. So, okay, let's try and think this through. So 2 first. That's 21. It's 10. 12. 4. The Emperor. 13. The Tower. So what is that from the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 2. Definitely not the world. 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3. Wait, 6, 2, 4. 6, 2, 4. 6, 2, 4, 5. 6, 2, 4, 5. You definitely need a pen and paper for this. 6, 2, 4, 5. The last two. And then the world. Which is 3. 6, 2, 4, 5. The last two. And then the world, which is on 2. On 3 rather. 6, 2, 4, 5. 6, 2, 4, 5, last two, then 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Or watch this not even be the solution. Is this meant to symbolize the journey through a person's journey as to the tarot cards or something? Because you end with the world and then, well, you end with the Fool rather. No, you don't end with the Fool, you start with the Fool. That's a bit weird. I don't think that's how the tarot goes, but whatever. Crappy spell I already have. That's always cool to get. New Moonstone. This is turning out to be a pretty long dungeon. I'm not too happy about that. I did have to use a little... I already had to use a little brain power, so I'm already not liking this dungeon. I hate dungeons that make me have to use my brain. And then I have to go to the other room with this same machine, I think. Once I get to Lufia, I'm definitely... that's definitely I need my brain power sort of game, because dungeons in that game, in Lufia 2 anyway, are outright puzzles. Because they're block pushing puzzles and yeah, stuff like that. So that'll be fun when I get to that. Is this where I need to be? Yes. But hey, at least, well, so far anyway, we'll see if it changes. This dungeon is already better than the previous dungeon I was just at. The Amenti, Temple of Amenti dungeon, whatever it's called. This is already a lot better. Or, so what, you just have to turn on the lights so that you can actually see the door here? Okay. Elixir. Cool. Yeah, I like this dungeon. As long as it doesn't continue any further, I think this dungeon's fine. As long as you keep in your head what items you've used and don't get lost. If you don't lose track of what items you use to teleport around, I think this dungeon's fine. Oh, there's still more though. That's gonna... It might change. Be not found by the Guardian. The path opens before the Guardian. Oh! Why did he snap out of it so quickly? Oh! That was so fast! Wait, what?
To my side.
I went through a doorway.
Carry on.
So what, if I run from this guy, I get attacked? It shall be engraved upon your soul.
Divine assault. Nibelang Velesti.
There is a Chocobo Mystery Dungeon on the PS1, by the way, which I might go and play at some point. But, no. I'll never get around to playing Lufia if I, at this rate, if I actually decide to play all the PS1 game, stream all the PS1 games I want to play. Because there's Vagrant Story, of course, but then there's Breath of Fire 3 and 4. And then, well, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon at this point on the PS1. And then, Armored Core 1, actually. I want to play Armored Core 1. What? Oh, okay. So, which one is the one I made progress in? I lost track of the items. I lost track of the items. This is all my fault. I think it's a new moonstone. You mean cost per mini? Blood Rage is $70 for 49 minis, less than $2 per mini. Zombicide is $100 for 88 minis for over just $1 a mini. Even really expensive games like the SMT board game. Oh yeah, I forgot that exists. Right, that one too. $400 and 70 minis is just under $6 a mini, much cheaper and more cost effective than buying individual minis for $10 on the low end. In the long term, of course, yeah. Yeah, you get a game with it, yeah. I'm already... Yeah, from the efficiency standpoint, I already thought, yeah, you get a game that's fully functional when you get the board game, when you get the whole set, so, you know. But yeah, if you think about it that way, yeah, it would be a lot more cost effective per mini. I guess then it would depend on like the quality of the minis. Is the quality of the minis good? I think generally for board games the mini qualities have been pretty good. I don't really recall anything outrageously bad. I feel like the only ones that are outrageously bad are the ones where you get the mini by themselves. You got that one drilled into me when you discussed the SMT board game with Warhammer players. The Warhammer... Wait. So... Wait, the Warhammer players, the guys who do buy the Games Workshop minis, told you how much more cost efficient it is to get the SMT board game? If so, I'm not surprised. they would be the ones to know how expensive the Games Workshop stuff is. Okay, so this is where the Guardian ganked me. Don't be seen. Oh, Jesus Christ, that jump scared me. This is a stealth game all of a sudden? Huh. Yeah. Wait, it's seen by the Guardian? What the hell happened? Disappeared. What? What happened? Did I fail it? I guess I did. Oh. So maybe you jump over Erdy, and then when you get to here and he sees this path, he will open it? Or do I have to follow the Guardian along? Oh. Okay, maybe follow the Guardian. Oh. Oh, that's the pathway. Okay. No! Oh! Oh my god, that was so close. I wasn't expecting jump scares in Valkyrie Profile. Warhammer players were the ones who first did that math for you? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, that is so cheap, and the Guardian might come around and get me. Dragon Slayer. Oh. Wait, this is not even progress. Oh, there's another doorway there. Where's the Guardian? Oh! Okay. We're good. The sleeping guard holds the key. Okay, this dungeon has already gone on for too long. I'm starting to not like it. Sleep is needed when the Guardian grows weary. Might reinforce. Oh, you piece of... No way! Do I have to do all that again? Wait, not even... I don't have to go here. Fun to hear that I enjoyed Insane Aquarium, by the way. Wait, hold on. Another streamer you watch uses it as their Welcome BRB ending screen. Oh, like the... Do they use like the virtual tank as the welcome screen? I wonder how they set that up. Oh, this is just a theme. I think it's just a theme, now that I think about it. Yeah, generally I do like Insane Aquarium a lot. One of my favorite games as a child. I still like it to this day. Thank goodness. I don't have to go through that whole process again. They have their fishy swimming around. Oh, they have the virtual tank. How do you make that work? I wonder. Because then you have to, I guess the simple answer is you just boot up the game with the virtual tank. Before you start up the stream. Because there's no way to boot up the virtual tank without booting up the game. But to be fair, it's not even that much trouble to boot up the game in the first place because it's so quick to start up. Because it's a very well optimized game. It's incredibly optimized. So that's not even that big of a deal. I think what the game is trying to get me to do is to just wait around until the Guardian stops moving. And it grows weary. Modern gaming could learn from Insane Aquarium, if I can be honest. Okay, I got the key. But where do I use the key on? Oh, I use the key on the... Okay. On that statue that's been teleporting me everywhere. Blood redstone. Okay, if this is the last part of the dungeon, because that section I guess wasn't too bad. That could have been cut from the dungeon though, but whatever, right? If this is the last part of this dungeon, then it's a good dungeon. If it still continues on. Okay, good. What? The dragon orb is gone! Unthinkable! Who could possibly have gotten it before me? What is this overwhelming force? Such power is near inconceivable. Someone or something overcame a guardian with this much power and stole the orb? And how? It's that nerd guy. It's Lizard. Oh, Freya? Well, well. Freya, why are you here? I am under orders from Lord Odin. This human has set foot within realms never intended for his kind. Therefore, you will execute him. Okay. Sure, I'll be glad to. However, make sure you do not destroy his soul. That too is an order from Lord Odin. Damn it all. Yeah, I'll kill him. Why not?
Warriors, battle awaits us.
Shadow Servant.
Yeah, whatever, dude. That does no damage. I have auto item. You cannot withstand the might of auto item. Oh, this guy is so dead. How come Arngrim's not getting in there? At a certain point, they just decides not to. At a certain point in the combo, he just never join in. Like I have to send him in early. It's messed up. Oh, he didn't say Valkyrie grant me power. That seems like a cool idea to have the Insane Aquarium virtual tank as the welcome BRB screen. Because the unfortunate problem with the virtual tank is that it's not an idle. Well, it's idle. It is sort of an idle game, but you have to have the game on to make the virtual tank work.
You are making me your slave?
Whoa. Is that what?
You have another option, though I do not think you'll find Niflheim very comfortable.
Damn you!
So what shall it be? My master wishes to use your power. It would be regrettable to surrender you to Hell, the Dark Queen. Hence, you will be accepted, no matter how depraved and twisted your soul.
You drive a hard bargain, Battle Maiden. Very well. However, know you that I am very different from those other trained dogs.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
I warn you.
You are one of the easiest
Watch
boss
your back,
fights.
Valkyrie.
Dragoon Faith? What? There's dragoons in this game? Man, I wish I could be using these artifacts. But I will not give in to temptation. There's an Elden Ring board game? Sorry, I don't know. That was... I realized that was so out of nowhere, but... the website I looked up for the Dark Souls board game is Board Game Geek. Because of course you use that website. And then I just realized I saw on the sidebar there's an Elden Ring Realm of the Grafted King board game. Oh, look at those miniatures. It seems like people don't like the board game so much, but whatever, man. The miniatures. Ooh, okay. Hold on, I gotta show this off a little. That one doesn't look so good. Like, this one looks like it's reasonably detailed. Especially with the skull stuff and what's going on with the head. But this one has seen better days. This one doesn't look so good. Yeah, the detail on this is not great. At least it's there. At least it exists. You can, like, the reason why I'm saying that is like the details for this pot are not popping out as they should, and they look like they've been draped in like wax or whatever. There's like a sheen to it that I'm not liking. You want to get into painting minis, so you occasionally dive into the world of board games to look at minis? My local board game store has these Dungeons and Dragon minis. Let me see if I can... So this is the website that we use for board games in Australia. No. Mahjong. I love how I clicked that immediately. No. I'm not sure if I'll even be able to find it on this website. It should be under hobby and DIY. But What if I look up no, not Pathfinder. Diecast? No. Anyway, what I was trying to get at is that if you want to get into like just the painting side of minis, then there might be stores that sell like pre-primed miniatures that you can use to practice painting there. And I have bought some of those. For example, I've got a beholder that was pre-primed, and you know, the detailing is not great, but it was good enough for me to paint on it and practice painting techniques on it. So if you want to get into the painting side, I can recommend those rather than Games Workshop stuff where you have to get a primer yourself and paint it yourself. Well, paint it yourself is a given, but you know what I mean. How the hell do I get up there? You have your own primers? Oh, okay. If you got that, then that's fine. And this may come as a little bit of a surprise. Don't really recommend using Gunpla to do painting. You can, but Gunpla painting is a whole project. If you want to do it properly, it's a whole project, and it can be it's really time consuming. There's a reason why I've been procrastinating heavily. Oh, damn it. So yeah, I completely understand why miniatures would be... What the hell? Is this really... I really want that treasure chest. I'm gonna try my best to get it. Damn it. Oh my god, no way! Was that not enough? God damn it. No! Oh my god. No, too early. It needs to be out here rather than on top of this. I need to... okay, I need to build my own scaffolding here. Okay, wait. Okay, well, that was a bit of a mistake. This is going to be the whole stream, by the way, getting this chest. No! I think I need to have more height. Yeah. That when I jump on this. I jump on this, I have extra height. So when I get here, I can jump and then get to the chest immediately. Okay, so this step, no. So on the corner of the last step, I can shoot out this. Can't believe I got it that other time, but now I can't do it. Yes. Put it down. Now, did I just make it impossible for me to pick it up now? That is so no, the trap isn't stupid. I mean, that is also stupid, but the fact they turn the chest away, so it's also a challenge to open the chest once you get up there. Are you kidding me? Well, at least I got it. I can't even use it because no one's a spearman here except for Adia, which I have already sent away. So that was cool. All that effort for a weapon I can't even use. $3,000 attack. Well, if I had Adia. One of your local shops has a pack of single mini. Sorry, I haven't been reading that. I was extremely focused on getting this chest. It's packs of single mini and 3 to 4 bottles of army painter paints picked up for you. Good price too. I think they print the minis they use for them since the shop does offer a printing service. Oh. I don't think our local store does that. I think we just have branded minis, I think, that are pre-primed. You consider picking a few up, but you haven't been there in months. I think they are pre-primed now I think about it. Yeah, and they're not gonna necessarily be high quality, but when you're starting out, like I am, I consider myself starting out because I've really been procrastinating on painting. When you're starting out, those minis are really helpful. You don't need a high amount of detail with them. Whew. At the moment, I do have a Warhammer kit that I need to have painted. But because I've been stuck on how I want to paint it, I haven't been doing it. So that's a bit of a me problem. You're just picky. You want minis to speak to you regardless of their high detail. Yeah. That's generally how you would want to pick your minis. Yeah. Like for the Beholder, I just like the look of the Beholder. Honestly, that's the only reason I picked up that mini. But yeah. I do tend to agree, and a lot of the minis in my local store I'm just not interested in either. I did pick up like one of the boxes that have like 2 minis in them, just so I have understanding of how it feels to paint a mini and seeing what paints would work on it. Because what the paints I have are mostly airbrush paints. They are not really hand painting paints at all. I do have a bunch of hand painting paints now, but when I picked up those two minis, I only had the airbrush stuff. The airbrush stuff is not that great for hand painting. Zombicide could be cool because we need to paint a zombie horde. Oh yeah, and how that would look on your shelf. I think that'd be a great set piece if you decide to go for that. So I would, yeah, that seems cool. All right, that was quite long. I think I'm ready to call it there. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to paint Gunpla or I'm gonna continue playing this game. I'm not sure. Did I say paint Gunpla? I mean build Gunpla. So I don't know. It's 50-50. Tomorrow is going to be a 50-50 stream. So, pre-existing interest in SMT, games give you color palettes to choose from so that decision making easier. Yeah, I would, if the board game didn't cost that much, I would get those minis in a heartbeat. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I don't have anybody to raid or anything like that. I'm just gonna end the stream here. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Oh, I am tired. Streaming for virtually no break is gonna do that to you. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I see you guys later. Bye bye. Tomorrow's gonna be either Valkyrie Profile or Gunpla. Alright, bye bye.